Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. This is Random Street Theater, and before I begin, let me remind you that there's a truck going by. No, it's not going by, it's a trash truck. But speaking of trash, for every 1,000 subscribers, I am going to buy one of these bracelets here from the company, 4Ocean. And when I buy one of these bracelets, a trash truck goes by. No, 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean. And, just so you know, there's eventually going to be more trash than fish in the ocean if there isn't already. Because we keep reducing the number of fish and increasing the amount of trash. So, that's important. And, more YouTubers should be doing something about it. And by the way, that's across all 6 of my channels, even the ones that are not producing right now. We need to get these things producing. But anyway, so I had a one Christy Van Keen suggest to me the movie Haunt, that is a 2019 release, directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, and it is a ghostless movie, oddly named Haunt, but it is a movie about a group of friends on Halloween night who go out to one of those haunted houses, those maze things that people put together, and it's not as fake as they hoped it would be. Straight up. Now, this is a true horror in that you're putting people in a horrific situation and asking them to survive. The characters, I couldn't tell you a single one of their names, but they are memorable enough. Like, there's one of them that I just, it's like, okay, there's there's the big dopey guy, there's the sports guy, there's the love interest, there's the hot black chick. I think there's another black chick, I don't really recall. I can count them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6. Yeah. Good mix, reasonably diverse cast. Could have been a little more diverse, I guess. But I'm not going to require that a movie does. It would be silly. But this is a movie that delivers on the tension. You are legitimately afraid for these characters, even if you don't remember who they are. And there's like the best friend chick. Okay, yes, that was the 6th. The chick in the flapper dress. Anyway, so through about maybe the first half hour of the movie, it's ambiguous. You see from the title and all of the material that this is an extreme experience. So there is a is it or is it not real thing going on. And that adds to the tension. And they hold on to that as much as they possibly can to give you that reveal later in the movie to build that tension. Which, again, this is one of those movies where go into this movie knowing as little as possible is the best advice I can give you. It's a great movie, but go in knowing as little as possible. And again, there are a few places where this film, the production is wonderful. You really believe that this is a haunted house. It looks very realistic. It looks like the attraction. It looks like they spent, hours and hours and hours building this. It does not look ramshackled together. And the acting, it's really to just make your voice, because there's a lot of just voice acting in this, to just make your voice the character is certainly a feat in and of itself. So the acting is wonderful. There are a few points in the script where if you are a nitpicker like me, it comes up. And those points are that, for one thing, the main character, she wears red, I'm going to call her Red. Red there, she has family issues, and her personal demons are demons that she has to overcome in order to fight the bad guys. And, this may endear you more to the character, or it may not. She has flashbacks, this may be confusing, or it may not. So I can't count it as a bad It is there. It is probably something that I would have removed myself if I had written this script, unless the director wanted it. Um, I mean, it does add another depth layer to the character. It gives us more of a character, and it gives us a poignant moment of this movie that there are multiple kinds of monsters. There are the monsters that terrorize our physical bodies, and there are the monsters that haunt our lives forever. And I mean, this is a very powerful feeling. This is a very true concept. Is that yes, deep down, there is some monster from my childhood that I am still afraid of, and that monster was a real human being. I could never tell you who that is because it's a subconscious thing. But that's part of this movie. Now, the other thing that kind of stands out and it is questionable is there is at least a few scenes that imply that this is personal. This is a personal bout between the two forces, and it's like there's one scene where you just see the parallel to the main character, the main bad guy, early on. And like, there's another scene where one of the bad guys knows the address of one of the people there, and again, it adds to the creepy factor. But it's kind of a hole in the plot. I mean, what do they have against these people personally? And then, there's another scene at the beginning that's okay. So what's happening there? And again, a film doesn't have to explain everything. It shouldn't explain everything. There should be a few loose ends. There should be a reality to the film that permits me to think, well, okay, I don't know, because that's reality for you. These are just points about the film. Now, again, this is getting a 6.3 on IMDb. That is a criminally low score for this. It is a Shudder film, and I believe it was voted the best new release on Shudder for 2019. So, I mean, I do not give this rating lightly, but if you're a horror fan, I think this should be a must-watch for you. I really do. If not, you put it very high on your watch list. I mean, if you haven't seen horror classics, this is not so important, but it is an excellent film, and it really should be watched by anyone who is a fan of horror, anyone who is a fan of good movie making. I mean, I wish I saw more films like this. So yes, must watch Haunt 2019. Excellent film. Thank you, Christy. I very much enjoyed this. I'm Richard.
Hello there. This is El Mouso Fabuloso, and I would just like to say, have you noticed how ridiculously sexy Richard is? Well, yes, he is sexy, and he is helping the environment, promised to take a pound of trash out of the ocean through the company For Ocean. Once he's monetized for every 1,000 subscribers he gets. He's already paid for 2 pounds, and as I film this, not even 2,000 subscribers and not monetized. So he is just an absolutely fabulous, sexy man. And you lucky dog, you can make him even more sexy by commenting and liking this video and giving him that thumbs up, and then subscribing and letting everybody know how absolutely sexy he is. Let's make Richard the sexiest man on earth, because we all know he is already. All right, we all know he deserves that. So yes, oh, so sexy. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm sexy too. Sexy in blue.